Well, I saw Eli's video about weapons, but I'm curious about Scott's thoughts on the weapons was. Oh, no spoiling, please.
Okay, so I was just trying to think of something ridiculous to say that didn't happen as a spoiler, but I drew a blank, so I'll abandon ship on that. I really liked it. I hadn't seen Barbarian,
I'm a
so I
fan.
didn't have
I like
that
Barbarian.
to compare it to. I have watched it since, and
Okay.
and did enjoy it.
Cool.
Barbarian is one of those that by the time I saw it, it had been glazed so much that I was like, man, fuck that movie. I just was tired of hearing how great it was, so I didn't watch it. Very mature of me. Yeah, I really enjoyed the structure of it. All the actors did an awesome job. I liked the story. I mean, there's really wasn't anything I didn't like about it. It was a tiny bit long. I guess you could have trimmed it down a bit.
All the story interchanging stories. I feel like that added obviously probably like 10 minutes to the movie, which was
Right.
cool. It was a cool.
That being said, it didn't feel long really to me. It didn't really feel long.
Yeah, no, I hear
But it
you.
was over 2 hours.
Yeah, but it was like 2:10.
Yeah, my son actually wanted to see it, and he doesn't care about movies generally, so we had a good time seeing it together. So that probably heightened my experience. He was jumping around quite a bit. Yeah, I just really really like it. Definitely going to be a movie that I want to add to my collection when it's available, if it's available. Right?
Well,
Didn't Barbarian not come out
Barbarian never
physically?
came out physical.
I still don't understand that. There's got to be something going on.
But I maybe Disney owns Barbarian, but Weapons is Warner Brothers, possibly.
Oh, okay, hopefully. I guess without saying what it is, and I'm sorry, Eli, I haven't seen your video.
Okay.
How were you guys with the ending?
It was kind of subtle, I guess. Like I certainly didn't expect it, but I actually really liked it. The ending was just a lot of fun. Obviously, you're left with more questions than you get answers, which is okay because that kind of adds to.
You mean the last minute of?
I'm talking about like the climax, basically. Not the
very ending, but
I thought it was
not the very end.
I thought it was
act, basically.
a little disappointing in the sense that it was something you've seen before, but I did like some of the details of the villain does their thing. Like there's all these various details. I did like that.
Seems like I've seen a lot of opinions like this movie was awesome until the ending, and then now I hate it. And I didn't feel that way at all, but
no, it happened really fast. I guess you could say like not so much the last act, but like the last 10 minutes. But I didn't see it as a problem. It didn't. I didn't expect it, I guess, and I felt kind of like, oh, this is happening, but I didn't dislike it. The ending, I mean, like the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yeah. So I did see Barbarian, and I did quite like it, but I had several issues with it. Weapons, I'm very mixed on, and for me, it's to put it, I guess simply, to me, the screenplay is it's a very strange combination of great and really bad. So like I think what's really really good is it Julia Gardner? Is that her name? Garner.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the setup with her and then her relationship with the kid and then the Brolin's quest to investigate and then just the premise in general, I thought that was really good. But then I thought there were a lot of like really badly written, unnecessary scenes, like way too much exposition and explaining stuff. And again, I'm trying not to spoil it, but like illogical stuff. So it kind of bothered me because like the two major sections, like to me, were really, really good. And then there was all this other stuff to me that was kind of undermining those sections that I did not like as much. To me, it's a very kind of a weird mix of bad and great, I guess.
Do you think there are too many characters, maybe, or like too many, or do you think like some of those characters maybe had too much time for like their own little story?
Yeah. So yeah, several of them.
That.
Yeah. I like the cop character was to me almost pointless.
I would agree. Yeah, he had some interest or some funny parts or whatever, but yeah, I agree. You could have taken him out probably entirely.
The police investigation stuff does not really make any sense, but that didn't really so much bother me while I was watching it. It was like after I started thinking about it. So I'm kind of torn like between like, do I want to rewatch it and maybe I sort of know what it is. I might like it better. But like, for example, like the opening scene where they're explaining everything just kind of really annoyed me because later on when Brolin is sort of investigating what's going on, like they've already explained it. So it would have been, and also there's the dream sequence where they explain too much stuff. So to
Which
me,
dream sequence? The
the Brolin one.
Oh
So
yeah.
to me, those two scenes, if you had just taken those two scenes out, the whole opening or most of it, and then that dream sequence, to me, the Brolin sort of investigation part would have been considerably stronger because they're basically telling you what is going on and what his feelings are and what the metaphor is beforehand. And there's just a lot of stuff like that.
I feel like Tom's talking me into not liking the movie now because
But
everything you bring up are like, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But
Yeah, the dream sequences, I think. Well, yeah, and yeah, you're right. I guess without that opening, the mystery would be a bit more exciting to find out. But yeah, when they're investigating what you already know, you're right. Yeah, that does kind of.
But like to me, the first half could have been re-edited to where that whole Brolin section would have been awesome.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking of when I was watching it. Like I was imagining I was watching a fan edit where some stuff was taken out, and like this would have been better, rather than watching the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, this would be a perfect candidate for like a 90-minute fan edit.
I agree. I think some minutes
Because there's just a lot of great stuff. Like the second half of there's a very violent thing that happens way late in the movie that's pretty awesome and an homage to a famous horror movie. I'll just say that much. And like that part was pretty awesome. There's some funny.
I'm trying to think of the homage you're talking about now, though. Are you able to say, or is that giving away too much?
Yeah, I think so. I could just tell you what it is off the.
Yeah. I have some guesses, but I'm not 100%.
Well, that's how I took it. To me, it was like an homage to.
Are you talking about? Can you say which scene it is that the homage is happening?
No, I'll just tell you off
Okay.
because it'll kind of give it away.
Okay, but it's in like probably the last act, right?
And yeah, in the last like 5 minutes or so.
Okay, I think I know what you mean then. But yeah, message me.
A violent thing that happens to me.
Okay.
It was an homage to something that happens in another horror movie.
A classic horror. Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
Oh, that's how I took it anyways. But overall, I'm very mixed. Like some really great moments and scenes and ideas. But overall, I just think the screenplay is very flawed in all kinds of ways. Like anyway, logic. Some scenes are too long. Some characters are not written very well.
What do you like better, Barbarian or Weapons?
I did like Barbarian better, and also I think the gimmick, because this Cregger dude, he obviously loves like P.T. Anderson and Doug Liman's Go and Pulp Fiction. I thought that aspect worked better in Barbarian.
Yeah,
especially when in Barbarian when they set up the threat and then they have Justin Long show up, but so you set it up, the suspense of there's a monster and he can be killed at any moment, but he's looking at it as a financial opportunity. So structuring it like that, I think works really well. Where it's funny, it makes sense for the character, but then it's also suspenseful. And some of the other times that they do it in this movie, I don't think work as well as that. So yeah, that's it. And apparently, I'm very much in the minority. I mean, you can always find any movie. You can find people on the internet that hate it.
Oh yeah,
no matter what it is.
Oh yeah.
But within my sort of little circle of like reviewers I watch or people on Facebook, like they all loved it pretty much. And I'm the only one that's the sad loser that can't get with the crowd.
Yeah, but
just got to be contrarian.
Yeah, but you still liked it. It's not like you're not coming out just trashing it. There's nothing worse than someone that
I liked it and I disliked it.
Yeah.
It's like a 5 out of 10.